Okay, so this one is just straight cool. Like, this is not like anything that's got much reason to it, really, but it's just a super cool strategy, and I really enjoy it. So this is called Lattice, and the key to this one is really straight, neat lines. So if you're like, you know what, I'm really not that great at making sure that I draw straight lines when I do it, this might not be for you, but this is just a choice. Like, this is just here for you to make a decision. So the cool about this one is I'm going to start us off slow. So we're going to do something super simple, like 25 times 3, okay? So the weird one about this is you don't expand your factors, you just write them like kind of separate. So my first factor being 25, I'm going to write 25. That's it. Not 20 plus 5, just 25. And then on the other side, instead of it being on the left, we're going to put 3 on this side, and you'll see why in just a second. That's actually at the request of Mr. Ulmer. So I still do the same thing, kind of like an area model though, where I separate my digits so that 20 has its own little box and 5 has its own little box. But now my next step for this strategy is called lattice, because lattice kind of means diagonal. So I'm going to start my pen up here at this corner, and I'm going to separate my box diagonally and then draw that line out just a little bit. Now, I know what you're thinking. Miss V, that's not a straight line, but it's straight enough, and bear with me. What this just did was this gave our box a tens place and a ones place. It's kind of like a sideways tens place and ones place. So then I'm going to do the same thing to the next box and start up here at the top right corner and bring it down and out a little bit. Now this is the tricky part, okay? So I go 3 times 5. 3 times 5 is 15. So I'm going to write my 15 like this, where the 1 is in the tens place, the 5 is in the ones place. Then I go to my next box, 3 times 2. 3 times 2 is 6, so there is nothing in the tens place, so I'm going to put a 0 there. All right? The next part, though, is you're going to add, but you're going to add diagonally. So you're going to add everything that touches here, and then you're going to add everything that touches here, and then you would add everything that touches here. All right? Now you're going to want to write this number that you add really, really big. So everything here equals 5. Everything here equals 7. And then there's nothing in the hundreds place. So this legitimately just gives you your answer. So 25 times 3 is 75. I know probably that made no sense to you, but I'm going to do another one. Just bear with me. So trying this one out, we're going to do 452 times 3. We'll go with 3 again. So again, not in expanded form, just kind of spaced out. 452. Separate your digits. Give them their own space. And then all of that times 3. I suggest that you stop and do this one with me. So just kind of pause the video as we go through it if you need to catch up, or rewind it if you need to see it again. So try this one with me. Then you want to make sure that you give each box a tens and a ones place. So you're going to space out and then draw just a little bit of a line on the outside. Like this. And like this. Well, maybe not like that. Let's try that. All right. And then you're going to distribute your 3. So 3 times 2 is 6. So again, there's no nothing in the tens place. So we put a 0 there. 6 in the ones place. Your tens place is at the top. Your ones place is below. 3 times 5 is 15. And 3 times 4 is 12. Again, stop the video, rewind the video, whatever you need to do. Then you're going to add everything diagonally. So this equals 6 because it's 6 plus nothing. 5 plus nothing is 5. 2 plus 1 is 3. And 1 plus nothing is 1. So 1,356 is your product. All right. So let's try another one. But this time I want you to try to do it yourself first. So I'm going to give you the problem, pause the video, try it yourself, play the video, do whatever you need just to give it some practice, okay? 692 times 5. Again, not an expanded form this time, just give them some space. 692 times 5. And give them their own space, so separate there. Okay, give each box a tens and a ones place. So you're going to go from the top right-hand corner to the bottom left-hand corner. Top right, bottom left. Top right, bottom left. And give it some space there at the bottom. All right, now we're going to distribute our 5. So 5 times 2 is 10. 5 times 9 is 45. And 5 times 6 is 30. So then we add diagonally. So everything here, I'm going to take some time to make sure you really get to see this. So everything this way, so that's going to be 0. Then everything this way, so that's going to be 6. Everything in the next little section diagonally, 4 plus 0 is 4. And then your last little bit, everything here, 3 plus nothing is 3. So your final product is 3,460. Now we've gotten pretty lucky with those examples. We haven't had any regrouping, but this time let's see if we can figure out how to regroup what we've got. So let's try 738 times 6. So again, space it out, and then remember to pause it, try it your own, check your work, all that stuff. Give them some space, and give them their own tens in one place. So 6 times 8 is 48. 6 times 3 is 18. And 6 times 7 is 42. All right, I'm going to go through and highlight what we're going to add. And there are highlighters in the room, so if you would like to use those, go for it. So the first section is just 8. But then here's this wacky part. We have 8 plus 4, which is 12. So you're going to have to put your 2 and then regroup like normal. So put your other one up here. And now you just add that with the rest of what you're already going to add. So 2 plus 1 is 4. And then 4 plus nothing is 4. So your final product is 4,428. Okay. All right, there are some other examples on your guide sheet. Please make sure you try those. Have a friend check you, have Miss Nix check you, whatever you need to do there. But give it a shot, and if you get confused, you can always come back, watch this, and see what we can do, okay? Good luck.